taking my skills with me, and keeping the same routine, but traveling with it for a while. So I must admit, although Greece is hot and it's beautiful blue seas, there's certain things that I do miss. You know, about the UK. Isn't it strange that when you kind of make this kind of, I don't know if any of you guys have made that move to do some serious travel and to experience other cultures, but when you actually, well, I'm not kind of immersed into it yet. I don't feel properly yet. So once I get immersed into it, I will, I'm sure, start kind of enjoying the benefits. Okay. So hello everyone, and I will be doing super chat readings if you want a super chat, because I know you guys like your super chat readings, and because any donation is appreciated. If you don't want to give a donation, that's absolutely fine. I can come to you ad hoc and answer your questions. It won't be all of them. Hello everyone, let me see, I need to look, okay, because I've not been on live for a while, have I? So hello Deborah, hello Charlotte, hello Ashley, Ria, Compassion, hello, and nice to see you. I'm really sorry that I've not come on. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a tan, so looking a bit more glamorous than usual. Hello, Nancy. Excuse me. I've got myself a drink. It's very hot here, by the way. Gosh, about 36 every day or something. Wow, getting some questions already. So, Nancy, I said that because you did that super chat last time, didn't you? So everybody, thank you so much for coming live here, and let's get some questions answered. Okay, I hope you're all well. So it's going to be very much plucking out what I feel I'm going to be in that list of questions there, what I feel I'm drawn to. And like I said, if you want your own super chat reading, please do. Okay. Oh, I've got a little bit of a frog here. Yeah, I've been a little bit unwell. I don't know whether it's all the traveling and the different kind of climates and all of this. So that's probably why I've got this little bit of a cough. So I was traveling across Europe, and it was like 40. Oh, it was so hot. It was incredibly hot. And I kind of still kind of trying to get over that, I feel. It's a week ago now, isn't it? I've been here a week now. So I guess I'm just still trying to get out of that and chill out, and you know, because that was a bit too much, that heat. Yeah, so maybe I got a bit of heat stroke, and it lasted, got a bit sleepy for a few days. So let's have a look here, and thank you everybody for joining me. Let's get on with these readings. And what I'm going to go for is my little deck here that I've been using for quite a number of years. Okay, and it's just amazing how you guys, anything, I'm open to any questions. If you want to ask a channeling question, that's absolutely fine too. I find that quite fascinating, and I'm sure you do too. So I'm going to go for, let me see, who shall I answer the question to here? So let me go back a bit, because it's only fair. So do bear with me. Okay, Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra. Will I become a police officer? Well, I feel that you really need to, I'm picking up here intuitively, that you do really need to do some more exams. I think you already know that. I think if you put your heart and soul into passing these exams, and I feel you're at the beginning, and there's lots of exams. I think in the US as well, you go to law school, don't you, as well? So it's quite in depth. Let's have a look. Let's pull some cards out. Will you become, I'm getting a bit of a cold, I think. Will you become a police officer, Alexandra? Okay. Wow, look at that. That is the first card that came out, and it's justice. Law. Okay, that's all about law, justice, and that is the first card I got out here. And it's very much, you do have to learn about. I get university and learning about law. I feel if you're willing to do that, Alexandra. Let's have a look here. Well, I think you need to become more confident, not in a cocky way, but I feel you need to be pretty outgoing to be a police officer. And I think that's what they pick out, somebody who's confident, okay, is willing to step into a situation. This is, I don't know, I'm not a police officer. I don't know anything about police, but I get like somebody who is willing to step into a situation to, you know, also using psychology to kind of sort a problem out. So I feel, and also if you have an interview, you need to also say yes. Be quite bold, because I've got that here, the Two of Rods. Be quite bold and mature. Okay, show your maturity. Of the way you answer your questions, show your maturity, your courage, and your confidence. This is what this is. That's what they're looking for. Okay, I feel and show that you're interested in psychology too, and sociology, and the law, obviously. So will you get in here? I think if you've got this like very kind of eager kind of way about you at the interview or the selection process here, will you actually get in here? Is there 2 or 3 interviews? Because you may be interviewed a number of times here. Well, it says here, don't show your vulnerability, because this is showing that, you know, be careful not to show a superficial side of yourself, because they're not going to be agreeable to that. Okay, I feel this is where you need to be very mature, very bold, very confident in your approach to this interview. Do not show a vulnerable side. Well, a vulnerable side of yourself. Say that you're caring, that you're concerned about the sociology and psychology of this. But I feel if you're going to use this approach here of this vulnerability, you're not going to get in. Okay, they're not interested in that. They want to know if you can step in and sort some situation out. It's easier said than done, isn't it? And you're going to get interviewed by a man. I think if you take this approach, you will be successful. Okay, I get a celebration, and I also get an increase in your salary. This will be, well, you're not going to be rich, but you may have to move away for this. Okay, you may have to move away for this training. and there is going to be an invitation, a proposition, and a proposal. So I feel this is a very important message here from the universe. If you take the right approach here, okay, Alexandra, show that you're very confident, not in a cocky way, very mature, that you're interested in psychology, you want fairness, and you'll be neutral until you found out. You'd be neutral. I don't know why I get that, but you need to be neutral. That's what I got. You need to be neutral. So that's what I get, Alexandra. I think yes, but there's a big warning here. Don't trip up on this foolishness of vulnerability. Okay, they're not interested in anybody who's quite vulnerable. Okay, so let's have a look here. Thank you. I hope that's helped you. Okay, Alexandra. Thank you for that donation. That's very great. I'm very grateful. I've got to catch up with that now. Where is that? So thank you for that donation, and I will go directly. There's 2 donations there. Thank you. One from Pascal, and you're from the UK, I guess, because you've actually paid in sterling. So thank you. That is so lovely of you, and that will go towards my channel to help you guys, really. And thank you, Holly and the Ivy. I remember that from last time. Okay, Nancy, I will not be asking a question. Fearful of answer, will probably email you for a lengthy question. You're always spot on. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. Sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but it kind of, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And life is what it is. And if you see it like that, it's not no fairy tale. It's not no, Disney kind of fairy tale. So I think if you take my readings as they're steering me into the right direction. Okay, thank you for participating in this live, and thank you there for that $5, that Canadian dollars. Thank you. Married to a sociopath. Is that your name? Oh my gosh. You know what? You're not on your own. I'm not saying I'm married to a sociopath, but you're not on your own. There's lots of them out there, okay? And I hope that one day that everybody will realise that about narcissism and sociopathy and all of that. I hope one day the world will be more enlightened, and not just like the prison services and the law being aware of that, but I hope that all of us will be aware of this insidious kind of poisonous, kind of toxic. It's like it's fashionable to be a narcissist. It's absolutely gross. It destroys people. My selfish ways, and I will just get what I want. You will serve me. I don't care if you're male, female, whatever you are. You have no right to be like that to people. Absolutely not. But, okay, yeah, Nancy, you can, I don't care how old you are, Nancy. I'm 69 on the 20th. Comes to us all, okay? Creeps up, doesn't it? Yeah. It's called life. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Well, I know that I've got an old soul. I really do. In fact, about 5 days ago, I had a few tears myself of like what I'd actually been through in my own life. And if I'd been more wiser of how to deal with it. And I love you to bits too, Nancy, okay, I really do. And I just want us to be like very kind, everyone here, I want us all to be very close, and it's very special. I want us to be a community, that this is what this is, okay? Not just some kind of superficial trash, you know. So, I'm trying to get to all of your questions. Let's go back now to the super chats, because they have want a shout out here with the super chat. So I'll start with Pascal. Oh gosh, what's coming up for my son? I get that you're very worried, or you have been very, very worried about your son. How much guidance can you give your son, Pascal? How much guidance can you give your son? I mean, I feel that you've noticed this. Maybe I'm wrong here. I may be totally wacko out of line here, but I pick up, Pascal, that your son is showing these idiosyncrasies that are very worrying. And if they're not tempered, you know, you're worried that there's like boundaries that are being crossed in terms of the way this boy shouts at you. And, you know, it can be a little bit scary, I feel. And I feel that you know, this is what you want to know. This is why you've reached out here, is, you know, what is coming up for your son? Do you feel, Pascal, that he needs some kind of intervention here? I'm just going to see if you've replied to that. Thank you so much for that donation. I feel so touched for your donations. You're very generous. Thank you so much. This is going to help me with my little travels too, and I can share that with you. I'm going to get my phone sorted out so I can show you where I am. And I've been so lucky. Thank you, Ria. Thank you so much for that super chat. And I'll talk about that shortly. What is coming up for your son? I just want to make sure that I'm on the right track here with this. But you've not answered me, so oh, okay, Pascal. She's answered yes. He's 17 and he's feeling depressed. He doesn't talk much. Okay. Well, I did pick something up like that. I got like outbursts. So there may be outbursts, and then he goes off and shuts himself into his room. I'm getting his room maybe a bit of a tip too. I mean, that is so upsetting for a parent. You know, if you've got a teenager and, you know, you're trying to get into the bedroom, you can't get in the bedroom because, you know, there's so much junk in there and garbage. And plates, dirty plates and cups that are left there mouldy. Okay, and you're very pristine outside of that bedroom. What can I say? I feel he may. I do feel that he may need some intervention. I feel obviously the hormone situation, you know, is there's lots of hormones raging around at that point at 17 for a boy. And, you know, 1 minute they're this cute boy, aren't they, of like 12 years old, the next minute they shoot up to be this 17-year-old nightmare that won't let you in their bedroom, you know, like some hoarder. So anybody got any advice there who's got you know, because this is a community too for Pascal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do a little reading. I get he's very interested in a certain subject, okay. And it's difficult to direct your son when going through depression and locking himself in his bedroom and things like that. But I'm picking up here, Pascal, that he's interested in something here that he can actually absorb himself, you know, and direct this energy into. I'm getting some kind of technology thing, and I know that's been a bit cliche, but I'm picking up like a technology thing, something that he has. I think if you can link into that, knowing that he's interested in that, and I'm not saying games or gaming or anything like that. I'm talking about something that that can actually help in a direction here. I don't feel music. Don't choose music, because a lot of parents with kids at this age, what they buy them a guitar so they can focus on something that's going to soothe their mind, and they get creative and they write music and then they go down this road that never stops, you know, that never stops and it's like, well, I'm going to learn, you know, music, and I'm going to learn how to, but I feel it's good to have a hobby as a musician at 17. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you probably disagree with this, but I used to work at a music school many years ago. To be a true musician, they started off at like 2 years old, and they put a violin in there. Believe me, I've worked at a specialist music school. They've been put a violin in their kind of arm at 2 years old, and you know they've got narcissistic parents. I don't know, but and they learn it like it's a second kind of nature, and they're writing music at like 10, 8 years old. So to be a brilliant musician, that's the way where it starts, and then they go to specialist music schools that I used to work at, then university, music, famous music universities and things like that. Not somebody who's going to pick up a guitar at 17 just to get over a depression. It doesn't work like that, okay? So I would say, yes, I would encourage your son to get involved with this technology that he loves and get him to focus on that, because that's where he needs to express his energy, okay? Now, that's what I see for your son. Don't direct him to a guitar. He'll end up a little bit of a, in a band that's not going to do very well and all that kind of thing. Okay, very lucky if they do actually do well starting at 17, okay? Thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful super chat donations. As I said, you don't have to, but I just feel so honoured, I love all of you guys, okay? So that's what I get for your son. So Pascal, I could do a personal reading for you. I could, but I can't on here. Okay, it's £2.29 for a very short reading, and I get carried away because I get energies. I get energies coming through what your son should be focusing on to take him through this, but also it's going to take him to direct him into what he's got a passion over. Okay. So I hope that's helped. If you do want your own personal reading, don't forget, I will put it in the descriptions area at the bottom when I've finished. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com, not sixth. It's sixsensetarot@gmail.com. I will send you my tarot. I have got a special, which is a one-to-one video like this. And it's something that I don't normally do, but I'm doing that with Google Hangouts, because It's easy, it's quick, and if I do Skype, I usually charge like $100 for an hour. So if you would like to take this opportunity to have 30-minute reading with me, to look into your situation, I'm doing a one-to-one video call like this with Google Hangouts, and it's $35 US, which is, I think it's around, I don't know, is it about 26 pounds sterling, which is really cheap. So yeah, so that's kind of a limited offer if you're interested in doing that. If you're still waiting for a reading, I need to know. I have to wait. If you do want to do that, make sure when you email me, make sure you tell me where you are. That saves time, okay? Tell me where you are so I can sync time zones. Don't forget I'm traveling, so I have to sync a time zone with you. I mean, I may have to stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning to sync time zone with you. So don't forget to let me know where you are in the world, okay? And also what time suits you, and then we'll do that very quickly when you email me, okay? Otherwise, I'm chasing you and I don't know what time we're going to meet. I don't know what time zone you're in or anything like that. Something even better, if you work out your time zone to the Greek time zone, okay? That would be great. And you can say your time zone is this, mine is this. That would be very helpful too. It would save a lot of time. And tell me what time you would like to schedule. So let's have a look here, because I'm still chasing people to even sort out a time zone. And, you know, then they say, I'm still waiting for my reading. Well, you're still waiting for your reading because you've not told me where you are and we've not scheduled a time. Okay. So I hope that's helped, Pascal. Okay. Very difficult situation there. I'll just check. Will there be a positive improvement for him? Well, keep supporting him, okay? I feel, yes, if you get him into this focus of what he actually loves, and if I don't mean, you know, shower gifts on him, but if you can buy him something like software or something like that, which is relating to, you know, to his, what is it? Anyway, I could go on and on here. So if you do want a personal reading, let me know. I can't keep going on and on with these for $2. So, sorry, yeah, I do try my best for you guys. Thank you so much. I will get to you for your super chats, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so I feel so honoured, okay. So let's have a look here. Holly and the Ivy. What a lovely name. Thank you for $4.99. Have a little drink there. Iced Coke. Oh, shouldn't have said that. It's advertising. Okay. $4.99. Hi. Long ago. Oh, a past love. Did the article I sent him make him see what he did to me was wrong? No. Never do that, guys, okay? Never send an article to someone about narcissism. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Big mistake. You know, people don't like that. Can you imagine if you wasn't aware that you was a sociopath or a narcissistic person, and you open your email and all of a sudden you are a narcissist. This is what you did to me, okay? And I want you to be aware of this so you can learn and actually help yourself. Do narcissists help themselves? Of course not. Of course not. Not unless they are borderline, okay? They're so self-absorbed. They're not interested, you know, about this article that you sent this Steve. Of course not. I get here that you sent him an article either about narcissism or about schizophrenia or something like that, and you thought that it would be helpful for him to learn about his condition. This guy's not even been diagnosed, you know? Yes, abusive, mental abuse, I get that too. Can you tell me this? Did he ever love you? I would say no, not in the way that you would have liked him to love you. Okay, some people are very limited in the way they are able to love, and now I'm talking about people with sort of mental health issues, or people with like schizophrenia, or people with narcissistic NPD and sociopaths. They're not able to look, and you've already recognized that, Holly and the Ivy. So you're asking, did he ever love me? What do you think if you felt that he was a sociopath or an NPD? Okay, whatever kind of on that spectrum. Do you think he was capable of love? Because I've mentioned this numerous times with the readings that I put up on here, and these people are not capable of love. Not the love that you know, a person who's healthy, has a healthy mental health, who's healthy in the way they think, how they process things, how they reason and rationalize, and how they are mature emotionally. They're the people that will love you the way, and even then, they may not love you the way you want them to love you. They may love you in a different way, you know? So they may love you hypersexually, and you think, well, yeah, I like kind of hypersexual, you know, it's very flattering, but not all the time, thank you. You may get somebody who's asexual, who does not show, you know, the passion, the sexual side of them, and they're more interested in talking to you and doing other things that are more cerebral. And you think, well, where is the passion here? Where is the sex? There's no love making, nothing. So not everybody is going to love you how you would like them to love you. Okay, so did he love you? I would say in his way, I guess so. I think even now, this Steve here is saying, yeah, I really like that girl. You know, I remember, I have good memories about that time, you know, and it's very sexy and passion and all of that, but that's about it. That's about it. In terms of the article, I think that would have, and if he is a narcissist or an NPD or spectrum or anything like that, that is not going to help. Okay, they're not going to help themselves. And if they do, they're very low on the spectrum. Okay, so is that the case there, Holly and the Ivy? Again, I'm going to a deeper reading here when I shouldn't. But if you would like a deeper reading, please give me so Holly and the Ivy, it was a professional who overstepped his bounds. Yeah, he was a psychologist. Well, you can get narcissistic psychologists, okay. I'm sorry, but you can. You know, some people become psychologists because they are wacko, you know, so they try to hide that behind this psychologist mask. You know, I'm a psychologist. How can I ever be a sociopath? No way. Okay, Jose. So, yeah. Well, if he overstepped his bounds, then I would say that he's a bit of a narcissist, isn't he? Because if he oversteps boundaries, And they're not even aware that they're narcissists, okay? They're not even aware of. Now, if he went into a sexual relationship with you and he actually took advantage of your vulnerabilities, that sounds very much like a covert narcissist. Okay. So, no, he's not kind of realised what he's done. He would blame you for this. You came onto him. You were the one that seduced him and all of this. Okay. Listen, guys, I can't go on and on with just these short readings, but if you would like, I get all these messages and these intuitiveness coming through, and I want to tell you about it. But if you would like your own personal reading, get in touch with me. I can't do deep on just these short readings, okay? sixsensetarot@gmail.com. So let's go to the next here. So if you do want a super chat, I am doing super chat readings. I'm also going to get to do some free readings here, but I cannot, it's great. You've got so much to ask me here, and that's just fantastic, okay? But, I will try and get to do that. If I don't get to you, again, you can come for a personal reading. So, Ria, thank you for that donation. Hi, Yvonne. Do you see me do you see me making friends this school year? Oh, bless you. Oh. Also, will my road test go good tomorrow? Well, I'm picking up straight away. Yes, your road test will go okay tomorrow. Okay, I think you're looking to pass that. You need to be very logistic. Okay, I'm getting that too. Very kind of, with the 3-point turn, I don't know if it's a driving test or anything. You need to be very logistic. That's what I'm getting through, step by step, and then you will get through this. Okay, remember what you've been taught, when you're doing that blind spot thing and all of that. Okay. So I see you making friends. I think, this is where you're going to have to come into your own this year. Okay. Now, I know that you're young because you're in school, but you need to blossom this year. That's what I've got here, in your confidence. And you can get material of how to increase your confidence and assertive levels, okay? Because you're in that year, I think it's a higher topic, the last year or something. And it's very competing against each other. So I think there's also this mark here that you're marked. I don't know why I'm getting this, but you're marked on your not your exams, but your personality, your outgoingness. So reports and things like that at school. Ria was so outgoing at school. She was very popular with people, and they put that on the records and things, don't they? I think if you have this kind of you're shy. I feel you need to work on this. It would be good for you to work on this assertiveness and to be bold at walking up to people. And something that I learned, because I moved to so many schools, I think I told, I've mentioned this before, I moved to quite a number of schools, and I learned that I had to sit up and kind of realize, to make friends, that I've got to be walk into that school popular, assertive and confident. Okay, that still sticks with me. Okay, that still sticks with me. I'm able to walk in anywhere and feel confident and just put my head up and have this, this air of, well, I wouldn't say magnetism, but I mean, if you can gain magnetism, if you can learn how to, and maybe that's a bit too much for you at your age, but if you can get that art of being read up on, being assertive, not to be how to be popular, but how to be confident, assertive, and learn those skills that will help you greatly, okay? And that's how in your final year, I get here, this is for you, you will become more popular, you know, hold your head up. Don't have that nervousness about confidence, self-confidence about yourself. Walk in without a care what people think, and that's when you will become popular. Okay, and people feel safe around people like that. They want to gravitate towards people like that who makes them feel safe as a friend. So remember that. Yes, you will do okay with your road test tomorrow. Logistics, okay. Just keep from A to B, A, B, C, D, and all that kind of thinking. Okay, that's your reading. Okay, Ria, I'll just pull out a card for you here, because it's you know, this is very kind of an adult an adult channel, really. A success invitation. Yeah, harmony. So I do get invitations, harmony, celebrations, and all of this. So that is good. Okay, that's very positive. So thank you, Guy. So thank you, Ria, for that donation. I hope that's helped you. Okay, and be youthful. Hello. Right, can you give me some advice on my situation? What is your situation? Because that's very kind of general. And, you know, that's a little bit unfair, because it's like, you know, a very short question. It's not a question. Okay, ask me that question again. Be youthful. Okay. What is your situation? Okay. If it's something that you want to keep private, you can always come to me for a personal reading. Okay, I will answer that if you tell me what that situation is. Hello, Pascala there. She's replied there from that reading. He listens to music all the time. He feels hurt also. Well, there's always the girl problem, the sexuality, there's all that in the mix. There's the hormones racing around. They're very sensitive at that age. He needs a lot of support, and I think you are supporting him. The thing is, it's like getting him into music. Have you even thought that there may be some kind of bullying there? I get some boys asserting themselves here. I get boys asserting themselves. Have you thought that there may be some kind of, is that kind of age, you know? If that's the case, I'm wondering if he'd be interested in like judo or I don't know what they call those, getting involved with like group activities like that, where it's going to give him more confidence. It's something else he needs to work on too, is his confidence. Okay, good luck with that anyway. I'll just do a quick free reading here. Hello, Dolores. How are you? Can you pull out a card? What you can expect in the near future? Okay. So I'm using my angel cards here. Okay. So card 4, Dolores, and that one just came straight out. It just says here, go with your flow. I know that sounds ominous, but this is very important for you to just go with your flow here. Go with your heart and with the flow of things. Maybe this is a relationship then, or a situation where you just have to go with the flow and go with your heart. Also, guys, And also that's intuition too. It's just to go with the flow, see how it goes. And if you feel that something just does not sit right with you and you're not able to go with the flow, then I feel that's a very significant message from the divine to say, I think you're on the wrong road because you're not able to go with the flow, you know, very important. So that is your card there, Dolores. Okay. Anybody else want a card? Let me know. So let's have a look here and see if let's see. Thank you, Florence, for that donation. I'll get to you shortly. I'm sorry, this is like behind a little bit with these questions. I'll try to speed it up a bit. And the other people, Melissa, thank you. I'm trying to find that. Oh, she's not giving me that situation. Okay, so it's getting quite busy on here, so I'm just going to go through these questions, and if it relates, I can't get to your answers because it's like a listing, I think. So when I get to your question there, be useful on that specific situation, okay, I will get to you, okay, and I'll look as I go down this list. Oh, from the Netherlands. Okay, Pascal. Well, Chef, I've done a personal reading for you, Pascal. Okay. Hello, Florence. So, Florence, do you see me in a relationship at any time soon? Let's have a look. Well, I'm going to use my let's pick up here intuitively, Florence, from Canada. Thank you for that $5. Do I see you in a relationship with anyone soon? My God, look at this. This card flipped out, as you saw, as I did. Share the love. Now, this is a tricky one because we don't want to put our heart out there, do we? Because that's like giving your heart in your hand. But I think the only way to get into a relationship and you actually like someone, and there's someone around that you like, I think you've got to be bold, really. And I think you need to say, either make sure that person gets the message and say, oh, I'm really, really attracted to such and such. Let's say Dave. I don't know Dave, but let's say Dave, I'm really, really attracted to Dave. And this person knows this Dave. I'll guarantee you that will get back to that person. Okay. So be a little bit sassy and just say, you know, I really like that person. I just, you know, I'm hoping, kind of thing. Then it would get back to that person. Okay. And I feel this sharing of your love with this card here means actually doing that. And I don't mean do it in a slutty way. I mean, do it in a like, well, you can if you want to, but do it in like a very kind of sassy way. And make sure that you're flicking your hair and, you know, you're giving that person that look, and make sure that person gets the message, giving out your heart here. I feel if you don't do that, there's a world out there, and the world will pass you by if you don't show what you're interested in this life. Believe me, you know, if you let this life go by and show, you know, that I'm not interested. I'm not going to give the effort. I'm not going to do this. Then life is just going to pass you by. And we're living in this kind of world where it's all very, you know, it's all, you know, it's all sort of capitalism. People want things, they want you to show or offer something, and you know, things just do not come to you. They don't, unless you get somebody like that doing that to you. Oh, I like you, I think you're attractive. And if somebody does say that to you, and maybe some freak, you know, just say, I know it's not your type, that's what I'm saying, it's not your type, I'm not being rude, but and then you can say, well, thank you, because you know that takes guts for somebody to come up to you and say that. Or just say, well, thank you, you know, but don't say, well, I'm not interested. Just say, well, I'm actually with someone, but thank you for saying that kind of thing. Now, I feel that you need to share your heart, and that's what I mean by that. Okay, Florence. And will you get a relationship? I feel yes. I think you're going to have to change. This is what this is saying, Florence. You're waiting for this to come to you. Forget it, okay? It's not just going to appear on your doorstep. Things don't happen like that anymore. It's not the movies. I also get a holiday for you, Florence. I don't know whether you're thinking about holidays. And I think that's a great time to actually do this is when you're on holiday and you know the sun's shining, you're having lots of fun, and you see someone attractive, you can actually say yes. You could look at that person, flick your hair at that person, you know, and I just say to someone who knows that I really like that person, because I do get love abounds here. So there is going to be love around you. I do feel as well it's in a holiday destination, but there's nothing wrong with that, okay? You can always practice in that place, okay? Thank you so much, Florence, for that donation, by the way. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody, for all of your comments, okay? I'm sorry that I can't get to all of you. If you do want a super chat, please make a super chat reading donation, and I will come to you. But otherwise, it's kind of waiting around, really. Melissa Bradley, thank you for that donation. Hi, Yvonne. Do you see a man in my future? Let's have a look here, Melissa. Well, Melissa, I don't think you're a shy type either. I might be wrong there, might be totally wrong. But I don't feel that you're that shy. That's what I'm picking up here. I think if you like somebody, they would get to know. So if somebody is attached, now I'm saying this, Melissa, because I see that you may be attracted to somebody who's attached. They've already got a partner, okay? And I can say I don't go for attached, but anybody here who knows a guy that's been seeing somebody for many years, and you think that you've got a chance there if you kind of wear that tight dress or that mini dress or you know, be so lovely and sexy and very feminine and flirtatious, because the girlfriend or the wife is not doing that. Because believe me, when you get down that road of being with that person for say 6 to 8 years, that would fizzle out, you know, that would fizzle out, and it would be you know, it would be like getting through the chores of the day, cuddles at night, sharing a meal together, but that kind of you know, tight short skirt mini dress kind of thing would fade out. Why am I saying that? I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm just saying to anybody here, if you know that this person's been dating this person for a number of years and you think you've got a chance here because, you know, the girlfriend is, well, she's not showing him any love. Look at the way she dresses. I can compete with that. I have to say to anybody who's thinking that, don't do that. Don't do that. Have some kind of decorum, have some kind of respect, and have some kind of respect for your sisters, okay? Because, you know, a guy will actually just go for that, for the sex, but will always end up going back to the person that they actually had these big plans with, and they were heading towards this, and you know, feels like they can, you know, feel comfortable in their presence. Don't have to get too charged up, just to, and feels like they don't have to make that massive effort because it just is, okay? So, do I see a man in your future, Melissa? And for some reason, I'm picking up that you think it's wise to be sassy, thinking with your head, a little bit of mind games there. I don't know why I'm picking that up with you, Melissa, but be a bit aware. You're probably going to get angry with me, okay? Because your darkest fears is that you're going to be alone. And I don't want you to think that you can take somebody else's partner. I'm not sure if I'm picking this right, but I haven't got my own partner, so I'm going to take that person's partner because I just feel this is unjust. I just feel, and that's you thinking with your head, your crown chakra. I think you need to seek the balance here within yourself. Don't think like anybody on here, don't think like that. Please have respect for your sisters, okay? And because after the event, after you've, you know, maybe if you do seduce this man and you seduce this man to sleep with you, this man will not respect you because you've done it to steal away from the person that he loves. He will realize that eventually, okay? The way to a man's heart here is to give and receive, give and receive. Law of attraction. I feel you fear being alone, and you're doing, I just, this is like a message to do not go down that road of having this bitterness of, I will just take because why not, you know? And I don't want you to think like that. And I hope that you're not in a situation with somebody who's married or there's been a married situation. I hope not. Anyway, Melissa, I think you're quite confident, but please go for somebody who's available, single. Don't have this mindset of, oh, all the good ones are taken, you know, and because that's not true. It's not true. I mean, we have guys that go out with females that are narcissists, and they, you know, they end up ending the relationship. So male or female, it's a two-way thing. I'm going to leave it there, Melissa. I don't know why I got that message for you, but I did. Maybe it was to share with everybody. I don't know. Okay. But please don't have that mindset like that. Just think, if that person is with someone, oh, that person's with someone, I've got to kind of back off here. I didn't know. I'm just going to back off now. And because if you do seduce a married man or seduce somebody like that, like I said, that person, once they've had sex with you, they'll wake up and think, oh, really? I've got history with that person. I've got history with them, and I'm not going to leave them for you. That's what you would get. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I've got here, I'm in New York. And good morning, Caroline. I know that you are in Australia, aren't you? I think you're Australian, aren't you, Caroline? Well, I'm here to help and guide, and I don't know why I get these messages, but I do, and it can be a little bit controversial at times. So I'm just having a look at your message, Dolores. I pulled out a card for you already, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah, so Cynthia, thank you so much for that donation. Oh, that's a donation. Thank you so much. Anybody who wants to help my channel by giving back to me for the way I help you, then that would be fantastic. You know, then I can keep this channel going, and you know, I can share with you. If you don't, doesn't matter. You don't have to donate. You don't have to donate. You don't have to give back. You don't have to donate. You can just enjoy this, you know, you can just enjoy my videos, and you can just enjoy the live show. You don't have to give any donation if you cannot afford it and things like that. So, so either way, thank you for being here, okay? So thank you for also interacting with each other, because this is a community. Let's not forget that, okay? Okay, so I don't know why that's, let's look here. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm hoping I'm getting to all of these donations now, so I can do some freebies. Okay. Oh, you missed it. Oh, Dolores, I think yours was Dolores. I think yours was well, I pulled out another card for you, Dolores, which is observe. Okay, observe. Observe. Now, what would I say about observe? I would say observe means stand back, detach yourself emotionally, and observe. I think that's the best, great advice for many, many things, especially relationships when they're going a little bit tits up, you know. I would emotionally look as if you're involved in the situation, yeah, and you're fully in this. But as soon as you see things going a little bit tits up, then you can, without showing that, is detach. Okay, detach and observe. Once you detach, you can see what's going on around you. You can see this third party. Why did I say third party? I don't know. But when you observe, okay, and you pull back without saying a word, that's when things, that's when the guard drops and everything becomes exposed. And if there is a third party, that third party will see that you are there, that you possibly don't even know, or are not no inkling of this, and they're just going to, they're just going to behave. Okay, she's not even noticed, so we'll just carry on, shall we? And that's when you observe the truth. I think it's a great advice, that. Now, I'm not saying third party or anything like that, Dolores, but I get that you need to step back and just observe. I also get, don't listen to this BS, okay? And I will say bullshit. Don't listen to this bullshit. When somebody says to you, oh, you've put on a few pounds. I like a woman who is very slender. and the really slim legs, and it gets to detail like they're explaining another female, okay, like they're validating being attracted to another female or male, okay, and they're telling you what this person is like. And this is what you get when you step back. You step back and you observe. Then they'll tell you this bullshit, and it's like the guard will drop. I like women, about a stone lighter than you, with like spindle legs, and hair down to their bottom. And it's kind of saying what they're saying to you when they say that. They're saying, the reason that I'm kind of enabling what I'm doing because you are a few pounds overweight, and you may be, but you may be also very beautiful. You may have an amazing heart to give, and and they're kind of validating why they're sleeping with somebody else. Don't listen to that bullshit, okay? If somebody says to you, oh, I don't like the way you're really jealous, and I don't, if only you would lose that 10 pounds, that, lose that 20 kilos, then, and you're thinking, well, you're scratching your head, what the hell is this about? It's the oldest trick in the book to validate a guy to say, well, I wouldn't have done that if you weren't 2 stone overweight. I wouldn't have done that if you weren't so jealous. I mean, how pathetic. Well, why don't you just say that before you go and have these stupid affairs, Anyway, I'm going to stop here if I get too angry. So thank you for your donations here, okay? And, it's absolutely amazing. There's so many people here tonight, and I'm loving it. I really love it. What is your comments about that, by the way, the validating having affairs, saying that you're too fat, if you lost that weight, your boobs wouldn't be that big. That's really saying the other person's got really tiny breasts, but it's because they're slim. So don't go there, okay? Bridget K, is the guy I'm talking to serious about me? At this time, I think he's just going with the flow. Now, what I will do, I'll pick up some cards here. I think it's new, okay? I don't even think guys even think about the seriousness of it until way down the line. Guys don't think about the seriousness of a relationship until it is serious, okay? Until it is serious. So I think he's just going with it. It is what it is. And he's going with it. And I'd enjoy it. I'm going to pull some cards out. He's opening up to you. And I think that's a sign. That's a great card for this question, Bridget K. Opening up. If you have a guy who opens up to you emotionally, not too much like some covert narcissist, oh, woe is me kind of thing. I'm talking about opening up naturally, saying about, lovely times as a child, the lovely childhood that they had. Oh, I used to have this bicycle, oh, I used to love that kind of music back in the day. Do you remember it? If you get this opening up to their personality, to their life, to who they are, what makes them tick, that's when this person is looking, is serious, about, because they don't open up to everybody. If you're not serious about somebody, you don't open up. I think if this guy's opening up to you, Bridget K, I feel this is what you're going to notice. And that means to me that yes, in his eyes, I'm sharing with you my history, things that I think about myself very privately, and I'm sharing these things with you. So yes, I am serious with you. And if they talk, I get a throat chakra, and they feel exuberant about talking with you. And to maybe somebody else, like some bimbo, they probably wouldn't open up to. They just say, yeah, no, well, yeah, you do look pretty. And that's about it. But when they can sit back, lay on the bed and talk about innermost thoughts, I think that's when you know that they are serious. I know that you're just talking to this person. Yeah, this sounds pretty good, Bridget. Okay, I get joy and stability. This person's looking for stability and joy, and I think that, you know, people only open up to people they want seriously in their life, and I feel that's very, very much so. Your situation, Bridget, I feel you'll notice. Don't encourage that. Just mention maybe yourself. Just say, and when back in the do you remember back in the 1980s, and that situation? Do you remember that? I remember that particular day, and when you get somebody who opens up like that about when they were younger, that's sharing a life with you. Okay, I feel you can encourage this, guys, as well. If they're not interested in you, they're not going to talk about the 1980s, okay? Or they're not going to talk about things that are in their history that they could share with you, because you actually can acknowledge that, okay? Okay, so I've got a good feeling, Bridget, okay? But at the moment, I think he's just doing it his way, my way. And the way he does it. But like I said, if he starts to show you and talks about innermost thoughts, then you know it's serious. Okay. Rosa, will I be pregnant, please? Will I be pregnant, please? Will I be pregnant, please? I think I've got to answer that, haven't I? Oh, bless. Oh, well, as soon as you stop worrying about being pregnant, you will get pregnant, okay? I feel that there is this too much focus on this pregnancy. And I do get as well that you will become pregnant when you least expect it. And that is, that is something that's not expected. Because isn't that, I feel that's ironic, really, because you do love this person, okay? You love them so much that you want their baby, which is lovely, okay? That is so lovely. And everything would blossom to you with a child. Oh, I feel like crying, guys. Lovely, okay? And this is a freebie that I'm throwing in. And this new birth, this new soul coming into the world would bring new vitality. Oh, this is lovely. I would say yes, but you need to look at this. You need to go with the flow, okay? Stop worrying. Just go with it. Go with it, relax, because you conceive when you are relaxed, okay? When you are relaxed, that's the time when you conceive. When you get those babies, that holiday babies, winter babies, those baby booms that, like in the winter time when people just go to bed early or keep warm in bed and all that. Back in the old days, they used to, there'd be a baby boom in the summertime. Well, always say to have a baby in the summer, don't they? Because they push your pram around with the baby in the summer. It's really nice. Okay, I get yes, you will, but you need to stop worrying about it, okay? Because they push your pram around with the baby in the summer. It's really nice. Okay, I get yes, you will, but you need to stop worrying about it. Okay, Rosa Rosa. That was a lovely reading, actually, that I plucked out there for you. So, you live in the UK. Hello, Compassion. How are you? Okay. I can't do both on that kind of. You see, when you say a reading on career and love life, question, okay, that would be an in-depth reading. Do you know how long that would take me? It would possibly take me an hour to do that, and I don't have the time. So, if in the UK, what I'm going to do, Compassion, is just pull some cards out for you, and on your career, okay? Because you're back in the UK, or you're living in the UK again. Well, I didn't feel career. Well, you are going to get a job, and your dreams will come true. Okay, your dream is going to come true here. Wow. Well, there's something about you that's magnetic. I don't know what that is. It could be your accent. I don't know. You're going to get snapped up anyway in terms of career-wise. Okay. I think you have this magnetism of like being quite laid back and just going with the flow. And that's what's attractive about you. Okay, Compassion. The only thing is that you're living back in the UK, you feel a bit lonely. Look, guys, there is you will manifest this. This is what this is saying. You're going to manifest a career. You will manifest a love life in the UK, and that's what I've got here. You're quite magnetic, and people like it. Okay, I have to say, if you are in the same country or you're in the same where I am in the world, okay, I would love to meet up with you. I'm meeting up with, I did a personal reading for somebody in the UK, and she's coming out on holiday to Greece well, she's here now, actually, and we're actually arranging to meet for dinner, and I know this lovely place we can go. So if you ever in the same place, I'll let you know where I am, and if you want to meet up, we can meet up, you know, and it'd be lovely to meet you guys. So yeah, I'm meeting one of you followers next week. So I'm looking forward to that here in Greece. So, okay. Anyway, guys, I think I've been on here about an hour, and oh, you're in the USA, Compassion. Oh, you're asking if you'd ever go back to the UK. Well, I did pick up the UK there. And I did pick up that if you go back to the UK, a little bit lonely, but you will manifest. So, okay. So, guys, I just want to say much appreciated all of your, you know, all of you for coming here tonight. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you so, so much. And I just want to say thank you for all your donations, because your donations are just going to help me keep going with this channel. Just remember that you can, you know, if you feel that I'm helping you, you can give back to me, and that will help my channel. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to do that at all. Okay, but thank you so much. And I just thank you for your donation. Fantastic. Okay. Sending you all lots of love, lots of blessings here from Greece. And I will let you know, I'm getting my phone sorted out so I can take out and about, you know, just a little bit of filming and upload some video. Yeah, that's worn me out. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. I love all of you guys. Okay, thank you for being here. All of you guys with all those big hearts and souls. Sending you lots of love, and everybody, love all of you. Okay, and you take it every Sunday. Don't forget, I'm here. I try to get here every Sunday, same time every Sunday. Okay, so sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and bye bye for now. Bye bye. Bye.